Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for Tuesday, October 19th, and starting with the stock 50 here. The DAX is pretty much the same as well. So the question here, the same with the S&P 500 and so on, is do we have wave 4 completed or not? So first of all, this particular wave 4 hasn't really pulled back to its 38.2% retracement levels. In this case, it's pulled back to its wave 4 of 1 lesser degree in this thing, so that's kind of okay. But because generally across the markets, wave 4 hasn't pulled back to its levels, I'm thinking that we could be 1 degree smaller, but that's not going to bother us from here for the time being. What we do need to do though is look at this current move up here. As you can see, that move up is in 3 waves and not 5, so 3 waves can be corrective. Obviously, it's hit supply levels at 4,200 as well, so the old highs. So yeah, we don't have 5 waves up here, so it is possible for this to move down and have a deeper wave 4 over here. So that's one of the things that sort of is in the background, just sort of haunting away a little bit. So it's one of the things that we're trying to work through. Obviously it looks bullish, but yeah, look, you just got to be careful, that's all. So the move up through here, where it's obviously it's important. So as an A and a B and a C, it could be the end of it. It's a bit strong for a C wave. It's more like a third wave, the power of it. So yeah, I'm thinking it's, I've got it highlighted as sort of completed here. So my bias is in that direction. And if that is the case, then we'll see the market move higher, taking these tops out here. So let's just go in and have a quick look at this on the 4-hour, then the intraday. And here we're talking yesterday about, really what we want here, the 4,200, we would want a nice support on top of that to establish a bullish trend. So we need to be a little bit careful. If it's going to fail, it's either going to fail from this top or another one more top to go here. So I'm thinking that this is just a wave 4 here. But we need to be mindful of that sort of X wave. So from this low here, we can count this up as 1 and 2 here, and 3, 4, 5 here pretty much. So yeah, this looks quite bearish too, so we'll need to be mindful. But look, in a way, we want that one more move there. Once we've got that move there, that's when the market can fail from here. Or if we just get 3 waves back to the previous wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, then if we can identify this as being corrective, then it's okay. We'll know that we're going further up at that point. So yeah, just yakking there. So yeah, this is pretty much the picture here. So let's just get this into play. So wave 4 here with wave 1 and 2, that's okay. So what I'm afraid of is we get this as an A wave, a B wave, and then a C wave up here with 5 waves, and then have the end of that there. So let's just copy that for a moment, and we'll need another one for here. So let's just assume for a moment that goes up to there. That will just give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at that point, and then we would have a correction at the 4, 2 there anyway. Okay, we can come back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, but it's at this point too that we can just have a bit of a rally and then move down from that point. So that's the junction that we need to be careful of. I have to say this looks like impulsive here, so we may see even a bit further downside. Maybe we could look at this as wave 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 here. So if we have a deeper correction here, let's just look at this for a moment, just shooting the breeze. So down at this point here, the DAX would obviously be the same as well. So we don't need to panic, but we just need to understand what we've got in this point. So that looks impulsive to me to the downside. So in that case, just to be careful, let's just move this up there. So for day traders or short-term traders thinking going to the upside there, you're going to have to be careful about this area here. And that brings us into group 2. So between 100 and 200, the trading levels, they're minor levels, and then we've got sub-levels between that. I won't put them all in, 10, 20 and 30 for group 1, so that's sitting nicely on group 1. Always get a bounce off number 3. So we've got the midpoint, and then we've got group 2. So group 2 is 65, close enough, 72 and 80 here. So just to let you know that in that space, we've got that 50-60% retracement level, and that's where, I mean, that looks impulsive, so that means that it's likely to see another move to here, but that can just be an A and a B and a C wave to this space and then dive here. So really, if you want to be bullish, that 41.72 as a tested support is what you're looking for. Okay, just to let you know that. But that does look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks quite nice as a impulsive wave. So that could play out as a little A wave to here, an A and a B and a C to here, and then let's just drag that down here for wave 2 at that point. So that's possible. I don't think that we're finished to the upside yet. That's all. So just to rehash this here, we've pulled back for the wave 4, which is good, but the problem is that it just appears to be 5 waves there. So that means that just to be sure, we need that 172 as the support. If it does come down, it will probably just come down in 5 waves to this point. And what you're looking for here as a wave 2 is you want it on more of an angle than the wave A here. If this is on the same speed as that or more, then we're in a 3rd wave and we're coming down at that point, and we'll have to look at this as an A and a B and a C wave up here for that. Coming back to our 4-hour chart here. Let's just have a look at the DAX, shall we, or what's next here? The DAX. So, okay, so it's the same story here, really. We talked about this yesterday, and from wave 3 to wave 4, we could be in this wave 4. That's another story. Don't need that at the moment. The move up here is really just in 3 waves. I really feel like there's one more little move here at least to go before there. But the point being here, from the top to the bottom here, we're at the 61.8%. And we've reached there in 3 waves. So if we reach there in 5 waves, then that would be fantastic. It would be bullish at that point. But we're reaching there in 3 waves. So there's a good possibility that we could, you know, come further down here for this. So just need to be really careful at this point. Let's cruise in and have a little look. 4 hour and then the hourly. So yesterday we're looking for a top, and then we're looking for a pullback. So we got the pullback. We're at the 61.8%. You know, that does look bearish here. Do we put that, you know, ABC or whatever you want to put there, X or whatever, and we come further down? That's a bit of a thing. So in a way, we're at the 500, the 15's not important, the 500 here. So really we've had the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, and then we're looking for probably an ABC pattern here for this. We might just go to the 1 hour chart, which is a bit different from the STOXX 50, I have to say, because the STOXX 50, I've got this wave 3 sitting here and this one sitting here. Not that it matters either way, because there's not much difference between these 2 lows in terms of the 38.2% retracement level that we're looking for yesterday. So let's just, I mean, that looks impulsive. I can't, yeah, just a bit weird. So we may end up just getting, you know, we could end up getting something like this here as well, you know. So yeah, the STOXX 50, we got this wave 4 happening in, and this one we got this wave 4. But I've been over this. It just seems okay having it like that. But I guess the takeaway here is that we don't have that. We don't have that from this low here to wherever we're going up here. We don't have that 5 waves in there yet, you know. just want to have a closer look at this here. So I just want to go to the tick chart in here and have a look. 10 should do it. Just. So that's 1 down to there. And we have to call that one an A and a B and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a C wave there. So that, unless we call that the AB, that's possible. What I'm saying here is we've got, whoops a daisy, that's the last thing we need. Oh, God, come on. So we've got that as 5 waves. We've got that as 5 waves. Then we've got this A, B, and C here that looks okay for the C wave. So is that going to be the? I mean, what I'm trying to think about here? Do I go 1 and 2? Oh, I could go 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's probably the right thing to do. A little bit squashy, but that's better. Yep, no, that's right. That's right. So we can remove these. And we can look at this here as wave 1. I don't know. Yeah, it still doesn't leave that. Still leaves that in 5 waves, doesn't it? What's this over here then? An A, 5, 3. Okay, well that's probably it there then. So I will have to take this down to this point. And then we can come across here for this, for 2. So that's the A, that's where those 5 waves come from. That's in 3, that's in 5. So then we start the descent, and we'd have to look at that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2, and then all the 3rd wave, ABC for the 4th, and down for the 5th. We've got this other thing going here as well. So that's at least to that point. Yeah, a bit rough here, but we have to look at that as 1, and that is 2, that is 1, and that's only in 3 waves there though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a bit short on there, so that's a bit of a spanner in the works. What does that look like starting from the bottom? 1 and 2, the other way around. 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That seems to be all part of that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's all that leg. And so it's this. This is the tricky little bit here. So 1, 2, 3. That's a bit of a spanner in the works. So what have we got so far? We've got 1 and 2 and 3 here. And then 1 and 2. So just a bit messed up in there. I suppose we could get a correction out of it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Or 4 or 4, 4, 4 here. 1. Sorry, I'm just burning up time here and it's sort of putting pressure on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to that point. So I wonder if we can go an A and a B and then look at this as the C wave here. So there's a possibility that we can look at it as an A and a B and a C. It's just that there's a few problems in here for that. Oh, that's the 5th wave there. That's why that doesn't show up. It's that one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. So we can see that as an ABC pattern here now. And that makes... Well, that was a job, wasn't it? Oh, God. I'll go back over that later. One, two, well, it does leave that short. Yeah, it still leaves it short. Okay, well, what have we got over here? We've got 1, 2, 3, and this is corrective here. We haven't made a new high here, so it's still probably 4. So, yeah, but we could rally anyway. Let's just see. It counts okay as corrective. I just thought it looked a bit impulsive. Sorry about all of that. Let's just go back. So it is possible to have that as a corrective wave. But it certainly looks impulsive from this side. Well, let's see if we climb back up onto the 500 here. Okay, so my take on this, whichever way I look at it, is that yeah, the whole thing up could be corrective, but even so, we still need another move up here. You know, even if I count this as 1, 2, 3, 4 here, if I tighten it up like that, we still need another move here. So we're not bearish yet for this. Let's just have a look at the FTSE. The FTSE's in the same boat as well here. So with the FTSE here, we've just been looking at it in terms of wave 3 here, wave 4 here, and then wave 1 here, ABC for 2 here, then 1 and 2 here. And then this is kind of important here. You can clearly see we've got 1 and 2 here, and 3 here, and 4 here, and going up for 5. So we're not finished this trend, you know. And the thing with the shining light here for a change is the FTSE in this market, because it's the only one that's taken out the top here. So really what that does, that all that correctional stuff that I was talking about that we can pull back down here, is probably less likely, but still possible, because, you know, with a correction we can have 3 waves here as an A wave and an ABC here for the B wave, taking out the top here, and then still coming down here and taking the low out down here for an expanded flat. So an A and a B wave up here taking the top out here, and then the C wave coming down here taking that out. So it's still possible, but probably not as probable, you know. So anyway, we're not out of the woods yet, but every day we get sort of a little inclination of another box being ticked for the bullish side. So the weight is to the bullish side. And if this was going to go up, we can certainly look at this as being 1 and 2 here, and 3, 4, 5. So probably 7, 8 would be a nice target for this market if you're an ETF trader. ETF, yeah. Stochastics are pulling back nicely on the 4 hour, so that's nice. The 1 hour chart that we've been looking at here, just to top it off, I've got this one more leg up too. I've got one more extra leg here. That's okay. That's okay. I've got this we've got this as wave 1 here and 2 here, and then 5 waves up for 1 and ABC back for wave 2. They might be able to count differently there, but it's okay for the time being. Then 1 and 2, and then all of this is 3rd, 4th and 5th here for the 3rd wave. So we've still got more to go here for that. And then we got the 5th. So bullish. We've got long trades in here. Everything's going according to plan. We take a little bit of profit up here for that. We keep the stop out of the way. We want to keep the stop out of the way. So if the market does drop down, just move. I know it's a bit sort of it's not the rules, but we're pretty confident of the upside. So we can afford to drop that. I'll just drop it down below group 2 there for the moment. These are our 2 targets, that target here on that level and this target here, just depending on what's what. But yeah, so that's all pretty good at that point. So we do need to add back in. So this would be the place to do it, I think. I mean, we've taken some profit in there somewhere. Let's just get above, let's just look for a, I'll leave it up to you, but that 7,210, if the 10 becomes the support, then move in. But by all means, you could move in now. Oh yeah, let's just do it now, because that move there is corrective. This move here, this little move here, this is impulsive and this is corrective. So we can have a crack at that there. But if you're a little bit shy, then put that on top of the one there and look for a classic trading levels pattern at that point. It doesn't have to be perfect because we've already got skin in the game. We're already protected. We've taken some money out. We wanted that money that we took out. We want to put back in over here. Yes, this wave 4 could get more complicated, and yes, I could have it wrong, and it could be this wave 4. But all in all, the whole thing's still pointing to the upside. So I'll leave it. I'll leave it at that. Alrighty. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.